three panelists here. Kavita from BRS from Telangana. She's the most prominent woman leader of Telangana, and she came into politics and came into her own during the Telangana movement and has since done some remarkable work among the women and youth that is outside her politics. And of course, she's very prominent member of her, father's political, armory, one can say. K. Chandrasekhar Rao's armory. So are you also reaching out to the other opposition leaders and other leaders to form a kind of coalition and looking for how much 2024 is an open election?
Ma'am, first of all, thank you for having me here. ThinkEDU and Indian Express always has been kind to discuss various issues that are discussed very less. And today's topic again is very interesting. Who will win 2024? I can say, ma'am, we hope BJP will not win back because we have because we have seen a plethora of failed promises and international defamation of our country in various indices. So we really hope that, is the sound all right? We really hope that all of us, opposition, will be able to, as Manishji was just saying, find a brilliant leader, come together and dislodge the current BJP government. That's a hope, ma'am. That's what we are working on. I mean, I don't just say it because from a political grudge or aspiring a higher seat, but the issues here is when there is a leader, when there is a prime ministerial candidate, when there is a party which comes into power with great promises like accountability, transparency, credibility, and we don't see any one of that being delivered after 2 terms of the government, I believe it is time to go home. And I believe it is time to give space to somebody new. As in, what was the main plank of Modi ji in 2014? He said there is policy paralysis in Congress. But what has Modi ji done in the last 10 years? If he has done anything, then it would reflect in various indices, ma'am. What I can say, Modi ji's achievement is Human Development Index. We've slipped, ma'am.
Kavita, we'll come to that.
No, ma'am. Let me just make a point. I'm just saying, if a leader comes to power with a great sense of promise to this nation and fails to deliver, I believe it is time to go home. Now, how do we make sure the party in power right now is dislodged? Is by bringing about various parties together, various forces together. And you said, are you reaching out? Are you working? Yes, TRS now has become BRS with an aim to work across the nation. And we are reaching out to various parties, like-minded people, like-minded parties, with a common agenda that we can work on, ma'am. That is what is the current responsibility, I believe, on each and every political party of this nation, and we are working towards that.
Vanathi is BJP Mohila Morcha president. She has also been working with children and with single mother. Some very good, interesting work. She's been an activist and a lawyer, and I will open the floor for you. Your thoughts on is there an alternative to Modi? Who will win 2014? Is there any doubt in your mind?
Thank you, madam. So very good evening to everyone. Vanakkam. As far as 2024 is concerned, now the stage is set, and it is a clear message across the nation that definitely Prime Minister is going to continue as a Prime Minister in 3rd term. And when you are asking about that there is an alternative, before us, the earlier session, what the Honorable Senior Leader from Congress has spoken about, how the politics is working in this country. He has mentioned about the various factors, about the personality, popularity, governance, organization, Sangatan, then resources, of course. All these factors, when you take it as a criteria, then there is no doubt that again BJP is going to form a government in this country.
But you are sitting in Tamil Nadu. You are sitting in Tamil Nadu and talking. So you have to think about that.
Yes,
You bring that
I am very well
perspective
aware
also.
that yes, I am sitting in Tamil Nadu and I am say with the confidence that after 22 years, the BJP also entered in its assembly. Now we are 4 MLAs in Tamil Nadu. So, yes, you may ask that, whether independently BJP has won. We are having the history, even we contested independently without any alliance, that time also, before 22 years also, we had an MLA in this Tamil Nadu. So now, Tamil Nadu is also changing. So, as
It's not just Tamil Nadu. We'll come and talk about the southern presence of BJP, except for Karnataka and Telangana. They're pushing their way. So overall, southern presence. We'll talk about it later. Gaurav is a business analyst, academic, and now a Congress spokesperson. He's every other day telling us what the government is not doing right. So tell us, what is your view? Of course, your party, you will say there is an alternative to alternative in 2024, which will emerge, but why you have to explain and give reason for that.
Namaskar to all of you. So, ma'am, you asked a question, who will win? I'm just asking all of them sitting here, who will win? Everybody knows that. Because I'm asking the young people there, are they going to vote on a model which says governance starts from tomorrow? I had a small kirana store in my childhood days. It was written there, credit from tomorrow. Modi's governance model is governance starts from tomorrow. Monday, if you will ask that when governance will start, he will say from Tuesday. Tuesday you will start, then Wednesday. Wednesday you will start, then Thursday. Then next Sunday you will start when? Then Monday. This is the model of the Modi government. And that is reflected in our rankings. Forget about, I'm not going to make many rankings because this is Amrit Kal. In Amrit Kal, our hunger index is 107th in the world. In Amrit Kal, our per capita GDP is 142. In Amrit Kal, our per capita income is 145th. In Amrit Kal, our gender gap index is 135. In Amrit Kal, in last 7 years, 5.5 crore young people lost the job. In Amrit Kal, 75% of population, we are giving 5 kg of free ration. This is Amrit Kal as per Modi ji. In Amrit Kal, in 7 days, LIC and State Bank of India market cap is lost by 1 lakh crore. And nobody is answering that why it is happening. Is this Amrit Kal? Then ma'am, what is the Vish Kal? Ma'am, humko Vish Kal de do. We don't want this Amrit Kal, where the young people are looking for jobs. We don't want this kind of Amrit Kal.
Okay, Gaurav, this is what you say every day from the Congress podium at AICC. But are you getting the votes? Are you getting the rankings helping you get the votes? Or is there a larger narrative that you need to build?
Ma'am,
yeah.
Ma'am, in the last 3 elections, the recent 3 elections, the one was in Gujarat, the one was in Himachal, the other was in Delhi MCD. These were the 3 last big elections. What is the result, ma'am? I am asking all of them, what is the result? The result is that at all 3 places, BJP was in power, but they lost power out in 2. And you are saying, are you getting votes? So, ma'am, as per my understanding, we are having a full-fledged government in Himachal, and which is committed to the people of Himachal. What we say, we deliver. It is our policy is not governance starts from tomorrow. What we say, we deliver.
But you did have near wipeout in Gujarat. So you can't just talk about Himachal without,
I'm not saying that.
So
I am accepting that. Yeah. It's not, I'm not going to say that we had done very well in Gujarat also. I am accepting that. There might be some problems. And I accept that in front of all of you, that there are few problems which we were not able to which we are not able to imagine in advance. There were few issues. We were not able to tackle the proxy firms of BJP. Subsidiary firms of BJP, we were not able to tackle them properly. Because what is happening, there is a holding company, which is RSS. And then there are few subsidiaries. Number one subsidiary is BJP. And then BJP floated few more subsidiaries. In every state, there is one subsidiary of BJP, which works, and their decisions, their policies were decided in the BJP headquarters.
Okay, I think she will give a counter to this. Gaurav is saying India has seen a
The list of indexes.
slide in ranking.
Yes, the ranking. He has
Ranking, you talk about Prime Minister says when the opposition parties or regional parties announce welfare scheme, he calls it Rewari politics. Okay, politics of freebies. But when he was replying to the president's address, what did he speak about? He spoke about the micro reforms that his government has brought about, which is Ujjwala, which is water
Yes,
to
of course.
water.
I would like
which
to
is
tell my
housing,
friend-
which is insurance, okay, health insurance. That is what he spoke
Yes,
about.
he has
Welfare-
listed out all the
welfare.
rankings
So-
about some foreign agencies
Right.
that they are giving. But I would also give the ranking that whatever the basic necessities for a poor and underprivileged people of this country, they did not get for the past 50 years. Crores of the poor family, they have got the electricity, they have got the gas connection, they have got the roof on their head, they have got the safe drinking water. And every flagship program has been aimed with the crores of people as their beneficiary within the short span of time. That time frame has been fixed. You just see that from 2014 to 19, the first 5 years of the government, so in every field, there is a need for a change that has been done in every aspect of life as well as in every field of the governance. So you just imagine, any person of this country who have been only in the imagination of opening of a bank account. Now our rural folk, they are having their RuPay card. They are getting their subsidies, the targeted subsidies, without any filterage, without any third-party intervention. These are all the changes that the PM has been brought into this country. So, only for their hope and their wish, they can tell about all the rankings. But at the ground level, the reality is something different. When similarly placed countries around the world, when they were struggling for their corona management, now India is emerging as the 5th world largest economy. When the shortage of food grains were there in other countries for their food, now our crores of people are getting the free ration at their doorsteps. This is what the changes that the PM has brought in this country.
Ma'am, if I can add,
Yeah, Kavita, I will just add one thing. That you began your opening statement was the last 10 years or 8 years, nothing has happened. But your party never fails to point out that Nal Ka Jal, the scheme which is being promoted by the central government now, and about PM Kisan, which both of which the Prime Minister spoke about in Parliament recently. Your party, your Chief Minister, and you whenever when I have a conversation with you, you keep saying that those are our schemes. We tried it. We ran the trial campaign for that. Then you have to decide whether something was done or not done, right?
Ma'am, let me tell you one thing. PM Kisan originally started off by Modi ji saying that we are giving it to 11.47 farmers. Now they only give it to 3.8 crores farmers. But in the parliament, the Honorable Prime Minister stands up and lies about the number and says, Aaj bhi we are giving it to 11 crores, which is a factually incorrect statement. And in the parliament reply yesterday, Honorable Prime Minister says we are giving water to 8 crore people. And in the Rajya Sabha reply yesterday, he is saying we are giving water to 11 crore people, which is again factually a serious issue. If an Honorable Prime Minister of a nation on the floor of the parliament is giving you not correct facts. No, ma'am, let's give me a chance. Give me a chance. All I'm trying to say is, the way of bulldozing or ye सीना तान के बात करना है or bullying, heckling, this kind of politics, ma'am, will work for some time. Now people are realizing, because yesterday in the parliament, Honorable Prime Minister spoke for 1.5 hours. Why was he silent on Adani issue? If you are not corrupt, if your party is not corrupt, as you claim that you are directly descendant from the heaven, you are very pure, then why don't you answer about the Adani question? Just put a joint parliamentary committee, that's all. We are not saying anything. We don't know what went wrong. We are asking, please form a committee, let them look into it. Why are you worried? Why are you shielding a particular group of companies? This will not be a befitting image for a Prime Minister of any nation, not our nation. And where a Prime Minister, Honorable Prime Minister claims that मैं ना खाऊंगा, ना खाने दूंगा, मेरा तो घर नहीं है, शादी नहीं है, बच्चे नहीं है. अरे मैडम, गब्बर सिंह की अभी फैमिली नहीं है. That doesn't mean anything. Issue here is the sincerity with which a leader works and the way it is delivered to the people. Now in our state, ma'am, we have started the farmer scheme, and we are only increasing the number of farmers. We are increasing the amount that we give to the farmers as an incentive. But the central government is decreasing the number of farmers and claiming otherwise in the parliament. My problem is with that. My problem is by the way Bharatiya Janata Party and especially Narendra Modi ji, how he misleads this nation, how he very confidently lies about stuff, which is not correct in politics. आज नहीं तो कल लोगों को पता चल जाएगा. People will know.
That's called political inflation, which all
Not at all,
parties
ma'am.
do.
Not at all, ma'am.
Okay.
Now, no, sorry, ma'am. One more thing, because many youngsters are sitting. Youngsters today want accountability, ma'am. If I say something today, they will go online and check is she speaking the truth or not. I request all the youngsters sitting here to please look at the Honorable Prime Minister's speech. Just point out how many lies he has told in the entire speech. It will be brilliant, I'm telling you. Brilliant exercise.
Okay, Gaurav, since we don't have too much time, I would ask you, what is the direct question? Who do you think, you will of course say your party, who do you think wins 2024 election? There is going to be semi-finals. 9 states are going to elections in 2023 to run up to 2024. Is it going to be Modi versus Rahul Gandhi as the Bharat Jodo Yatra seems to be trying to project? And does that mean that, opposition unity or an opposition narrative is not possible? A simple example is, at the end of the yatra, you called so many parties, 23 of them, even from the left also only CPI went, CPM didn't go. And it's only the regional JNK parties who joined you. Whereas, in Telangana, you are in direct fight with, you may be coordinating with BRS, with Kavita in parliament, but you are in direct fight in Telangana, in state. And her party is now going into Maharashtra. KCR had a campaign there recently. So in many places, it is the opposition versus opposition. So factoring all this in, you tell us and give us a reason why you think there is going to be an alternative.
Ma'am, direct question, direct answer. First thing, it is sure that Modi ji is not coming in 2024. So that is sure. Then you call that who will be your, as a Congress Karyakarta, I and crores of Congress Karyakartas had only one wish, that Rahul Gandhi should become the Prime Minister. There is no iota of doubt on that. But first of all,
that is your wish, but the political reality
that's what
can
I am
be
telling
something
you.
else.
That's what I am telling you. Because we don't have that kind of style. Mission 105, Mission 1005. Our parliament seats are only 500 plus. You had made Mission 1000. So we don't have that kind of number gaming. We go to the people of our country with our policies, with our leadership, what we had done in the past, what we intend to do in the when we are going to form the government, and what we are going to do in the first cabinet. That also we shared and we delivered in Himachal Pradesh. We promised that we are going to deliver old pension scheme, and we delivered that in the state of Himachal Pradesh. Coming to ma'am's one argument, when ma'am say, ma'am, our independence date is 15th August 1947, not 23rd May 2014. You are forgetting that. You think that India became independent only in 2014. No, ma'am. 1947 we got independence. And when you say that now 2014 onwards we did that, and before that there was nothing, why you are showing disrespect to Vajpayee ji? 7 years he was the Prime Minister. While you are making that nothing had happened before 2014, indirectly you are saying that Vajpayee ji was useless. Why you should think before making these type of statements. And coming to your question, that who is your candidate? As a Congress Karyakarta, I am asking you, who can ask questions to Narendra Modi ji in the parliament right now other than Rahul Gandhi ji? I am asking you. You are a senior journalist. Had you seen anybody asked a question on China directly to Narendra Modi ji? Had you seen anybody asking a question on Adani directly to Narendra Modi ji? Had you seen anybody asking a question standing in parliament on inflation to Narendra Modi ji? There is only one leader who had asked this thing. That is Rahul Gandhi ji. That is the reason I am saying, I don't have an iota of doubt. You might be having, or madam might be having, because their policy is governance starts from tomorrow. But my policy is that governance starts from the time you take the oath. And last but not least, ma'am, this is just the last point, because you made many comments, and ma'am said that we had this kind of policy, Ujjwala. I had one very basic question. Please let me know, ma'am, what percentage of Ujjwala connection had a secondary fill? Before leaving, ma'am, with folded hands, please give this data to everyone sitting here, that what percentage of Ujjwala connection had the second cylinder? That's all. I will not ask any question to you.
This question you have asked for in many elections, she can always answer that. And I can see the way you are targeting Kavita. She doesn't have to do much. That's why she's sitting very quietly, not making any effort to make intervention, stop you from making your point. So she's quietly watching two of you take on each other.
Even he is not ready to take Mrs. Kavita with himself, saying that we are the only person who are asking questions to Modi ji. Even here also he is not ready to endorse that other political parties are also playing their game. And of course, as he said that, yes, crores of Karyakarta can wish that Rahul Gandhi has to become Prime Minister. But the issue is here, Mr. Rahul Gandhi does not wish to become a Prime Minister. That is an issue. Okay. So it is about the leadership. Yes, he is saying about fixing of the target. My dear brother, I would like to mention that, see, in 2014, yes, BJP and our Honorable Prime Minister has set the target of Mission 273 plus. Yes, we have achieved it. 282. In 2019, Aapki Baar 300 par. Yes, we achieved it.
So what is the magic number this time?
Yes, our party would announce that. So definitely you are going to see that. But
I would like to make an intervention, ma'am, with your permission. As you achieved your targets of seats, by 2022 you said you will double farmers' income. Have you achieved that? You said every year you are going to give 2 crores jobs. Have you achieved that? People gave you mandate. People put faith in you. But what have you given to the people? That is my humble question. That you should question in politics everybody. If people have voted BRS, we have to give whatever we have promised in election. If we fail, people will ask us. Same thing, ma'am. Why have you not given
already as far as this employment is concerned, the government has given its answer. And even for the government jobs, it has been started. And as far as the Provident Fund, the statistics is concerned, in this country, the system of counting the number of employment that is being generated in the past, it has not been directly linked. Because as far as the private small businesses are there, that has to be considered along with this. But as a whole,
what about farmers, madam? What about farmers? Farmers
yes,
income
farmers,
kab tak double hoga?
Yeah, double the you just imagine, madam. See the farmers as far as the supply of fertilizers is concerned, the farmers insurance, Kisan Samman Nidhi, without anybody's help. Now our farmers, they need not go and wait in front of the Tahsildar office or VS office. Directly they are getting their share. Whenever Prime Minister is giving it to Delhi, within a minute they are getting it in their account. This is the digital transformation that has been happened in this country.
Only one question, ma'am. Kisan Samman, Tamil Nadu mein, how many farmers did you start with and how many farmers are getting now? That is for your responsibility, ma'am. Tamil
Yes,
Nadu,
of
you
course.
please, because
Of
in
course,
my own
Tamil Nadu, even though
constituency,
BJP is not
Kisan,
in power,
50,000 farmers are taken away this year.
Yes.
That's Nidhi. I don't know why. There is no parameter.
Madam Kavita ji, it is not only about taking off. See, after linking Aadhaar with a beneficiary, whether it is a gas cylinder, whether it is a Kisan Samman Nidhi, whether it is a ration, everything now, whoever is deserved, the things that they are reaching to their hand, only the people who are deserved to receive that. So that is the difference that you have to see it. Whether it is a number decreasing or number increasing, it is not a matter. Whoever is deserved, whether they are getting it or not, is the issue.
I'm quite surprised that Gourav hasn't intervened and said, all this I started. We did it in UPA.
No.
You are taking credit for that.
I don't have habit in interrupting in between, but I just humbly, I asked one question to ma'am. She had not responded. It's okay. But I'm okay because if she will share that data, the entire argument on which her premise is there, that need is gone. So I don't expect also answer. But when she shared the data, that international bodies, few data is shared, if those bodies, ma'am, assume, give slightly good data, then in entire Chennai, there will be, thank you Modi ji for this, thank you Modi ji. Modi ji ka dhanyavad.
Already Chennai has given thank you Modi ji.
You are not answering my question. And second point, ma'am, had you seen a typical nature of our honorable Prime Minister? That things which he is having fear, he will not take the name of that. When there was on our side of LSE, China was there and is still there. Prime Minister had not said in any international forum the name of China. Now, because of Adani, in last 7 days, State Bank of India and LIC lost 1 lakh crore of market cap. People are struggling with the money. The entire market is not able to come out of that. Small investors had lost big money. Prime Minister is not making Adani's name. Are Pradhan Mantri ji, no need to fear. We are with you. Adani can't touch you. We are with you. China can't touch you. We are with you. Take the name. Take the name and ask the appropriate questions. That why 84,000 crore rupees of loan is given to Adani ji.
This is not your AICC munch, so you can't throw the barbs at the Prime Minister here. You were asked to categorically say what will help you win the election and whether opposition unity is possible. Our time is up. I think we have given all of you...
Modi ji will only help us win, ma'am. Modi ji will only help us win.
Modi ji's wrong policy will help us to win the election.
Is there anybody wants to, since I'm hearing a lot of clapping, any question, one or two questions we can take. Time is up and yeah.
Yeah, this question is for Kavita. We were seeing the images where you were sitting in the car and I think CBI was taking you for interrogation. We didn't know what really happened after, whether you were removed forcibly after that or we didn't see that because it was flashed all across and we were really worried. We are really concerned that is it
What's
the
the question, sir?
What really happened after that? You were sitting in a car where your car was...
CBI came to my house, sir. You please sit down, I'll answer. CBI came to my house because Modi ji wanted CBI to come to my house, sir. Not only to me, to my 4 MPs house, 5 cabinet ministers house, 2 or 3 MLAs house also, CBI, ED both came. And it is a well-known fact, sir, wherever there is an election, before Modi goes there, ED goes there. So it is a basic funda. There's nothing new, sir. I'm very fine because I've done nothing wrong. So are most of the opposition leaders who have done nothing wrong. ED aayega, yahan pe bhi before Tamil Nadu elections, ED came, CBI came, and it will go away after elections, sir. So don't worry, I'm fine. Election Telangana mein ho jayega, to ED bhi chala jayega. Thank you so much.
No, I think Vasanthi, she can give a reply to that, but you can't, there is a investigation.
This is
going
no
on.
debate,
Yeah.
ma'am. This is to
Yeah.
be questions. No?
Okay, one more question. One more question.
Ma'am here. Ma'am, I'm Manoj Prabhakaran. My question is, in the last year, during the monsoon session, there is a report submitted that in the last 5 years, more than 400 people, manual scavengers' death has been reported in India. I don't care it is the India government or UPA government, any party maybe. But in 2013, the act was passed, Prohibition of Employment for Manual Scavenging Act. From yesterday, we are speaking about ChatGPT, Twitter, Hindenburg's report, but even after 10 years, we are not get a solution about to clear manual scavengers.
Time is up. Please be.
Yes, of course, as you mentioned, that is an inhuman thing. But of course, when the law enforcement agencies, it is not, completely with the central government. It is a collective effort in, preventing this. And during this, Prime Minister Modi ji's government, first time a national commission has been set up for Safai Karmachari. So the body that is helping, assisting the Safai Karmachari, as well as they are recommending and creating an awareness, that also that body is doing, and it is a collective effort that we have to do.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank all of you.
A big thank you.
Thank
to our
you.
panelists.
Thank you for the opportunity.